Have you ever heard of stories about people who were seen in different locations at the same time? Have you ever experienced meeting the doppelganger of someone you know? Does that encounter continue to give you the chills whenever you remember? But what if you have to deal with someone's doppelganger regularly? What if this doppelganger mirrors the image of a person you see on a daily basis? A family member? A friend? A coworker? Or a teacher? Like Emilie Sagee. In the 19th century, a doppelganger mystery captivated the public and continues to puzzle many people even up to this day. The story of Emilie Sagee, an educator who worked at a girls' boarding school in the mid-1800s. Emilie was described by many as an excellent teacher, well liked by her students and colleagues. However, strange and unsettling events began to occur during her time at the school. According to accounts, Emilie's doppelganger, an identical double of herself, would frequently appear beside her. Doppelganger is a German word that translates to doppelgänger or double walker in English. In folklore and popular culture, a doppelganger refers to a look-alike or a double of a living person, often portrayed as an exact replica or a mirror image. The term is frequently associated with the supernatural or paranormal and is commonly used to describe a person's ghostly or apparitional counterpart. But for Emilie, this phenomenon wasn't limited to one or two witnesses. Multiple students and staff members claimed to have seen the doppelganger in action. The doppelganger would mimic Emilie's movements and actions, seemingly unaware of the surroundings. Witnesses reported seeing the duplicate walking around the school, even while Emilie was present in another part of the building. On one occasion, the doppelganger stood beside Emilie as she taught, perfectly mirroring her gestures without uttering a single word. The sightings of the doppelganger became so frequent that it caused fear and unease among the students and staff. Some were convinced that Emilie had a twin sister who was intentionally impersonating her, while others believed it to be a paranormal manifestation. There was a time when the young ladies, her students, observed Emilie engaging in an activity in the garden, but at the same time saw her double sitting inside the room. The doppelganger's movements were described as slow and languid, as if she were drowsy or exhausted, while the real Emilie outside in the garden seemed to be unaware of the doppelganger's presence. The eerie and unsettling nature of doppelganger encounters went on. Witnesses often report feelings of unease when encountering these apparitions, as they seem to defy the laws of nature and challenge the boundaries of reality. Despite the numerous sightings, Emilie Sagee herself was never aware of her doppelganger's presence. Back then, the thought of her being entirely oblivious to the phenomenon added a more eerie and puzzling aspect to the mystery. This, however, is not totally surprising, as most people do not really see their doppelganger. As a matter of fact, in many cultures, encountering your doppelganger is believed to be an omen of bad luck or a sign of impending death. It is thought that seeing one's own double is a forewarning of a life-changing event or a tragic occurrence. Some people also interpret seeing a doppelganger as a sign of illness or a warning of future health issues. Moreover, may be viewed as an indicator of physical or emotional stress. But during Emilie's time, the sightings of the doppelganger caused a great deal of unrest at the boarding school. and the incidents became widely known throughout the local community. As time passed, Emilie's teaching career suffered due to the rumors and fear associated with her doppelganger. The school's administration eventually decided to dismiss Emilie from her position, partially due to the strange occurrences surrounding her. She eventually left the boarding school and continued her life away from the public eye. In 1860, Robert Dale Owen shared Emilie's story in his book called Footfalls on the Boundary of Another World. According to his account, it was Julie von Guldenstub, daughter of Baron von Guldenstub, who told him. Julie attended the elite boarding school Pensionat von Neuwelcke in the year 1845, the school in which Emilie Sagee was employed in that year. Emilie, who was then 32 years old, had already been employed in 18 different schools in the past 16 years, and Pensionat von Neuwelcke was her 19th workplace. The students eventually started seeing, literally, the reason why Emilie couldn't keep her position in any of the jobs for a long time. There was a time when Emilie was helping one of her students dress up for an event, and the doppelganger suddenly appeared out of the blue. When the student looked down, she was surprised to find two Emilies fixing her dress and fainted immediately. According to accounts, some students were brave enough to go and touch Emilie's doppelganger. What they found was that their hands could go through her, only sensing what seemed like a bulk of cobweb. The case of Emilie Sagee remains a baffling and unexplained doppelganger mystery. This is despite the multiple and consistent witness accounts that have been fueling speculations about the existence of doppelgangers and the possibility of paranormal phenomena. In some modern-day discussions, the sightings of Emilie's double are speculated to have been just an elaborate prank, while others saw the possibility of an optical illusion, or perhaps even mass hysteria among the students. But having a lack of concrete evidence to prove or disprove these theories on the story of Emilie's doppelganger, the mystery will surely continue to be a captivating tale of the unexplained and the supernatural. In general, doppelgangers are often associated with the following characteristics and interpretations. 1. Supernatural beings. Doppelgangers are commonly portrayed as supernatural or paranormal entities. They are believed to have an uncanny resemblance to the person they mirror, almost like a ghostly or spectral version of the individual. 2. Omen of doom. Seeing one's own doppelganger is often considered an omen of bad luck, misfortune, or even death. In many cultural beliefs, encountering a doppelganger is seen as a warning of impending tragedy or a significant life-altering event. 3. Duality and identity. Doppelgangers are frequently used as a literary or artistic device to explore themes of identity, duality, and the shadow self. They can represent hidden aspects of a person's personality or serve as symbolic representations of internal conflicts. 4. Psychological interpretation. Some modern psychological interpretations view doppelgangers as manifestations of the subconscious mind, reflecting repressed desires, fears, or unresolved issues. 5. Twin strangers. In a more mundane sense, a doppelganger can refer to an unrelated person who happens to bear a striking resemblance to another individual. Finding one's twin stranger is an intriguing occurrence that has become a subject of fascination in the age of social media and online connections. Whether viewed as an unsettling superstition or a creative narrative device, doppelgangers remain an enduring element in the world of storytelling and human fascination.